Hello and welcome to a Trucker Trent vlog from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. We're going to start out with fueling right now. I've already been driving for about 6 hours today. So we'll start with the sun up tomorrow morning, so it'll be over the whole weekend. But right now we're going to do fueling. And first you got to park it, then you got to swipe it, then you got to type it, then you got to pull it, then you got to grab it, then you got to twist it, stick it, dip it, pull the handle, get the flow started. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. And today we're fueling up the tractor, which is the truck. We got the reefer, which is a refrigerated trailer, and we're also going to put in diesel exhaust fluid. Moment of truth. Here we go. Make sure it's coming through. It's one side. And semis have 2 tanks, so now we are on the passenger side. We're going to get this one started as well. And we're flowing. For anyone curious, this is how the trailer is connected. We've got air lines to supply the trailer, to use the brakes, and then to supply the lights. And above me is our reefer, refrigerator. So you see right here it says diesel engine starting. It's about to kick on. There it goes. A good thing to do while we're fueling is make a lap all the way around the truck, make sure that our lights are working and that our tires are all inflated. And also we check the back. Check the back of the trailer and make sure that all our seals are on and that it's still locked. Make sure that we don't lose anything. Everything is still sealed up correctly. And they won't even let me look into this load. I think it has something to do with Jurassic World. Maybe it's a T-Rex embryo in this refrigerator, something like that. And there you go. The triggers have just flipped on the handles. So now we'll take it and finish this part of the transaction. The next step is DEF, diesel exhaust fluid. That is something that the government has regulated to cut down on emissions. Now DEF is sprayed into the exhaust when it's at high temperature, and it helps cut down on all that black smoke you used to see coming out of semis. So they burn pretty clean nowadays. Now that we have fueled up the tractor and DEF, we do a slight pull up to get our refrigerator fueled up. Alright, put it in gear, release our brakes, and slide up just enough. Pretty much when our landing gear passes. Moment of truth. Did we pull up to the right spot? Yep, there's our tank, and here's the knob. Oh, of course. Alright, and here's a truck startup. Key is in, cycle to on. We let all the gauges sweep. And then we crank it on. Alright, so we're all done fueling. Unfortunately, I can't take you on the road to see all the highway footage, just like my eyes get to see every day. But tonight we'll do a truck tour when I stop. Good morning. Let's get it started.
71. Huntsville, Alabama, fair and 70. Birmingham, Alabama, fair and 75.
It is now time for the pre-trip inspection. 424 miles will complete the trip today. We make sure we go to hours of service, we go on duty, and we change it to pre-trip right there. One thing I want to do is check my headlights, so we make sure our headlights are on, and I also like to check my signals and flashers while we go outside. Gonna get into the hood. Alright, now for something I do twice a day, we make sure that everything looks good, coolant levels are good, all the caps are on, nothing's leaking. I'll also go around and check all of the brakes and tires and rims, make sure everything looks solid all the way down and through the whole thing. Make sure all of our belts don't have any play, they're not torn. Welcome to the underside of a trailer. We got our airlines leading back to our tandems and all the gear underneath. And we've even got air ride suspension on our trailers. Lights work, trailer is still sealed. One thing we have to make sure is that all of our hubs have the proper grease so they won't dry out on the road. Still have fuel for the reefer. This is the fifth wheel of a semi where the trailer meets the truck. It's still locked down. We're going to check all the suspension in here as well. Also want to make sure that our glad hands are still attached. These are called glad hands that connect our airlines from the truck to the trailer. Our reefer temperature looks okay, no more than a 5-degree window up or down off of 20 degrees. All the fuel caps are still on nice and tight, and hopefully nobody stole any fuel overnight. Alright, time to lock it down. Now I'm going around to all 18 tires and we're going to check the PSI. We'll just do one for you today though. Alright, we are running this morning, 3:18 in the morning. We're going to let the truck warm up just a little bit and we're going to let our air pressure build up for the day. We need to make sure that our air pressure is up so that our brakes won't lock up, they will release and we'll be able to roll and the transmission can shift. So those are the basics of a pre-trip inspection. We're going to hit the road and hopefully take a shower, and I'll get to show you that a little bit later today. This is probably all the rolling footage you can get. Just a little bit of me leaving the truck stop.
Proceed.
Hello again from Louisiana. It's time for a shower. So here you go. Come in, you've got fresh towels and a private toilet. Not too bad. Only 172 miles to go to Dallas, Texas. See you there. Now I'm settled in just outside of Dallas for a delivery at 4:15 tomorrow morning, so I'll be waking up in the early morning to get it done.